What's going on, guys? Your boy Maze. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, me going over the anniversary as a whole and my thoughts on how well this 4th anniversary actually was in comparison to maybe our previous anniversaries we've had, and just how I feel overall about the entire update. Alright guys, so before we actually hop into the video, make sure to subscribe to your boy Amazing. We are on the road to the 40,000 subscribers. If you guys have not hit that subscribe button already and you enjoyed the channel, definitely make sure to, man. I've been grinding, and we'll continue to grind throughout the rest of this anniversary and the foreseeable future on Grand Cross. So if you guys enjoyed that, and definitely subscribe. But with that out of the way, guys, let's hop in and kind of discuss all the events we got for the anniversary and how I kind of feel about the entire anniversary as a whole. So I want to preface the video by saying the anniversary so far is pretty much done, right? We have another like extra week, and there's gonna be like a little bit more stuff, and JP Patch Notes had it, but Global's gonna be getting it on Monday night, Tuesday morning as per usual, and we're gonna get that update, and it's probably not gonna be too much. It's just gonna be like another like you know, step up mission thing, and then just so you can get the little like last card for the card set. But that's pretty much it that's coming on Global from now on. The rest of the anniversary is pretty much already done, guys. So in terms of the anniversary as a whole, man, we've had special missions part 1 and 2, which I think were really good. We have the gift and snatch event, which people have yet to actually take advantage of, because there are actually some things you can kind of use in here that are pretty nice, like the final boss attack up and HP up for extra points. You got like Demonic Beast one-time attack up. You get a 10% attack on Demonic Beast, so if you're like struggling on it. So this was like a really good thing you could get to. The jump snatch box events, so these box events were really good, man. Like if we actually look at the rewards for these were probably some of the best rewards we've gotten in an anniversary, right? So the first character they gave for free was Hawk. They gave a bunch of these boxes which came with like fully awakened gear, right? They got a green Lilia right there, blue Griamore, and then a Freyr copy, guys. Freyr, this guy is one of the best PvE units in the game, and they just gave him out for free. And then if we go to the ticket here, the ticket actually had a really good assortment of characters as well, being it had Summer Diane, it had Matrona, you know, Red Danafor, Liz, Elaine. Like these are 4 really good seasonal characters in terms of what they're trying to do. And then Diane's kind of just there, but like overall the like first jumping box event was really good. And then if we go to the second jumping box event, which is already out right now for you guys to be able to do, you know, we had Mark II Valenti, Ragnarok Bond, Thonar, the outfits for Elaine and Bond, and then we had the brand new Excalibur Arthur. So like overall, this was like one of the best anniversaries in terms of giving out free characters. These 2 jumping box events were one of the like probably the best things from this anniversary as a whole that I really enjoyed. So W for these 2 events right here. The confirmed Trigo event, I thought this was pretty cool. You know, you don't have to do too much to get all the rewards. Like I've already kind of completed it all on my Global, but pretty much it's just like a little tapping mini game, and this is a new type of content, right? Like we've never really had this, and I think it was pretty cool. They actually set it up right on PC, by the way. They actually like made it so that you could use left and right on your keyboard, so I thought they did pretty well on that. You know, moving on, we have the event boss parade. So the only problem that I have with the event boss parade is that it was all rerun bosses. We didn't get like a new one. So you have like the Purgatory Creature, you have the Aboru boss, and then you have the Greyon boss. And the only thing, yeah, like as I said, like it's just none of these were like new, but they just had them there just because they were, you know, returning ones, right? But yeah, like I mean the rewards from it overall were pretty good. You got like the exchange shop here where there's a lot of stuff you could get. We had like some lucky bag stuff. We had some the actual tickets for the event. And like there's still stuff I need to exchange for, man. Like I'm not even done here, so there's a lot more things I'm able to do here, and I think this was like overall reward wise was pretty good. The difficulty actually of some of these fights were pretty hard. I think Greyon was actually a lot more difficult than it was before, so they definitely upped the difficulty. But yeah, I mean I would have liked you know, a change of pace with like the event boss parade. I would have liked like maybe a new boss, but I think overall this was a pretty good event as well. Moving on, guys, we do have Final Boss Melieli. Final Boss Melieli was a thing before, right? But this is a rerun for it, but they did make it more difficult and added a challenge difficulty, and I think this final boss was really good. A lot of people have been missing, you know, Melly and Elizabeth's outfits because they just haven't played the game back then when they had it. You know, the outfits are available now, and you're able to get Melly's outfit. And then Elizabeth's outfit's going to be available through the actual like point threshold. So I think, you know, for people that like have not gotten these outfits and are trying to get it through this anniversary, you can definitely get them, and I think they're, you know, pretty accessible considering I think you only need top 50% to get Elizabeth's outfit. Let me see here. I think it is a top 50%, right? Yeah, top 50% or higher, you get the gems and you get Elizabeth's outfit. So yeah, it's not too difficult. I think that's one thing right there. But it also is a final boss that requires some you know, character, like some exclusive characters like Scotty, I guess, right? But other than that, I think this was a really good final boss to kind of test people's strengths, and also to give you guys rewards, because I think overall the rewards were not too bad, right? We got some cheaters already though, but yeah, no one's really scoring that high. Mainly just gonna be the Zelda Scotty comps. But yeah, guys, that is the final boss right there. Moving on, we do have the Event Tower Trials, which I did clear on my global and my JP as well. This was just nice to have, you know, like, you know, it wasn't like a new Tower Trials or anything like that. It's just kind of like a rerun thing. But the rewards were really nice, right? Like, you had like some of the jumping box tickets, you got some anvils, SA coins, you know, like these gear selectors, some 6-star books, so, you know, like, it's just overall, like, it's just nice to have type rewards, man. I think like this anniversary reward wise had to have been the most generous, I think, of all anniversaries, at least in terms of like what they've been giving us, right? So this pretty much covers that. And then we had the Solgrish reward dungeon as well, King Exchange event, Merlin engraving, support up event, and then the power up event being like all the things that were like boosted, right? Let me actually pull up the patch notes as well, guys, and then kind of show you guys other things that we might have missed, that were from like the first part that, you know, since we're in the second half of the anniversary, you might not like see here. Alright, guys, so I'm on the patch notes right now. Oh, I have another thing too, the main quest, and then also Heroes Arena. I forgot about that with LR Lost Vein. We'll kind of talk about that when we get to it, but I want to see if there's anything else I missed. Yeah, Calic, yeah, nothing too crazy here. Oh, we had a bingo event. The bingo event was pretty good as well. I thought, like, you know, the rewards and everything like that were pretty nice. This was only in the first half of the anniversary, though. If you scroll down here, we had the Lucky Bag event. They have some more event stuff here, so let me click onto this and see. Yeah, oh yeah, bro, how can I forget about this? 300 gem login event for the 28 days, which was so good. Really nice, man. You know, 300 gems, like, that's obviously really nice. Let's scroll down here. Yeah, we got some of these through the login. I talked about this already. The box event, special missions gave you some of them, and then also the ticket for bond. The gift and snatch event I talked about, bingo we just mentioned, and yeah, event boss. Anything else? Oh, they had like special food, but I don't think these foods were like anything too special. I think this one was pretty nice, the increased costume enhanced drop, but like no one else really used the other ones, right? The 10+ memory fragment on World Tree Tower could be useful too. Yeah, and then they had the battle event, or the Solgrish reward dungeon, which they talked about, King Exchange event. And then yeah, so that was like the first half of the annual, right? I thought that was pretty good. And then I think going into the second half here, or even like before the anniversary, I forgot, we had like pre-anniversary stuff too, right? Maeve, we had the Heroes Way revamped, free multis on Maeve, Starter Rush banner. I'd say this counts for anniversary, right? The Starter Rush banner being a thing, and like the characters we got from that. So we got like the one ultimate, or not the one ultimate, the one Escanor, Green Gother Pergmon, and then you got like a Margaret, which is so good, Margaret being 600. And then the Ghost Leg event here. Final boss Chandler was before as well. That was another thing to mention too. And yeah, I mean, like overall, pretty good pre-anniversary and pretty good actual anniversary. Now let's actually go back to the game, guys, and I want to talk about Heroes Arena now, right? So I'm gonna open up the game again, and we'll go to Heroes Arena, because that's like probably the biggest thing that came with this update was Heroes Arena, because it was a brand new game mode, and people were kind of, you know, there's definitely mixed feelings about it, right? I think Heroes Arena as a game mode is a really good game mode. Obviously, it is kind of something they're recycling, because they had, technically Heroes Arena was a thing when you're facing in Guild Wars, but I do like the fact that they made it accessible for people, and you know, they made it a type of content you can do in the game. One thing I would think they should change with this though, with Heroes Arena, is definitely the difficulty. The difficulty on Challenger and Champion is a little bit too much, I'd say, just because of the fact you can't run links. If you were able to run links, I think the 340k and the 320k would be reasonable, but the fact that you cannot run links on those stages makes it super hard, man. But other than that, I really don't have too many gripes about Heroes Arena as a whole. I thought it was a really cool type of content, and the way they go about it, I mean, they could definitely change the way they give the rewards maybe, because the rest of this shop is kind of useless other than the LR coins, man. I'm not actually exchanging for any of this other stuff other than for the LR coins. Well, until I get to like that max, like, you know, LR coin amount, right? Once I'm at like 100 on my LR coins, then obviously I'm not going to need it and I can exchange for other things. But right now, I've only really been prioritizing the LR coins. So I think the rest of the shop could use a revamp. But yeah, I mean, the fights themselves were not too bad either. I think overall they actually, like, you know, depending on if you were going first or not, if you did like masters or like champion, like I think most people were doing like masters because it was 300k, but you could use links, so like that one was pretty doable for a lot of people. But I think the like if we're looking at the like higher difficulties like champion and challenger, like those ones were really difficult because you had no links and it was like 320k or 340k, so those were super difficult. But I think the game mode overall is a really fun game mode, and it gives you something to do every single week that was like really, like, you know, depending on if you're doing a higher difficulty or not, can be really time consuming difficult, or it can be just a really nice type of, like, you know, weekly content thing to do. You know what I mean? It's just another additive weekly thing that we can actually do on Grand Cross, and I thought it was really cool. So, you know, there is only one more week on Hero Arena, and I will definitely finish it out to get my LR Lost Vein, and that is pretty cool right there. I guess we can talk about LR Lost Vein being a thing, because he is also part of the anniversary, and we'll also talk about Bond as well. I won't talk about the other characters, because I feel like those have their, like, separate, like, thoughts on them on my other videos, but I think Transcendent Bond and Lost Vein I definitely want to talk about, because these were, like, the festival releases during this anniversary. So let's go to Meliodas, and we'll talk about Lost Vein real quick. I don't have LR Lost Vein yet, guys, but I have seen gameplay, and I've had opinions given to me about LR Lost Vein and how he's, like, usable. And yeah, man, he is probably at this point the best unit in the game after you get him to LR. The reason why is just because he's so strong in the fact that he, you know, he gets crit defense build up to 90%. He gets attack related build up, right? He can be stacked 5 times, so you get up to 50% attack related up, same as you know, Perk Melee, right? Which can be kind of crazy. And then looking at like his skills here, he has Infect now on his cards. On his AoE, he has a single target sever with gauge fill, right? So like he is just a crazy unit. All stats buffed 20% on his ultimate. Secret technique did get buffed too. So overall, like Lost Vein, he really did become a great character, and I'm really glad that they introduced this like new LR feature in the game as well, because it gives people, you know, more incentive to grind out the like end game content that they've been adding, and Heroes Arena I think is a pretty cool type of content. So yeah, I think overall that was pretty nice. And then also, you know, with their lock-in bonus of giving out the LR coins as well, because they did give out a lot of these LR coins. Like that's why I'm at like 86 right now, because they gave out 60 of them, man. So I actually got a little bit extra, right? Which is really nice. So yeah, guys, that's probably like that for Lost Vein right there. I think right now in PvP he is on the best team in the game, and he is the best unit in the game just because of how strong he is. This high CC, the damage, the card effects, the passive, like everything about him. He is just absolutely insane. Now I want to talk about Transcendent Bond now though, because Bond went from being kind of a mid-festival release to being one of the best festivals in PvP to date, man. So right now Bond did get buffed. If you guys don't know, before Bond buff, Bond was just kind of like a mediocre type festival character. He definitely would have been like a festival that released during like, you know, September Fest or something. That probably would have been like an okay festival, but and people wouldn't have really cared too much. But it was Transcendent Bond. The fact that they dropped him and he was kind of like mediocre was a little bit, you know, kind of sucked for a lot of players, but they did buff him, and now he's absolutely insane in PvP. What they pretty much changed was that they made it so that you can run him with fairies and humans. They gave him an extra 20% damage reduction. They made it so that the marker concentration does not disappear, and that the debuffs actually apply before his actual skill is landed, and skills all count. So it doesn't matter if it's a damaging skill. It can be a stand skill, it could be a buff skill. Any skill you use will apply the debuffs on the enemy for characters that are of the applicable allies, right? So you have like 7 Deadly Sins characteristic, fairies, and humans, right? So that makes Bond such a good character nowadays, because you can pretty much turn one any unit in the entire game using Transcendent Bond, which is very, very good. So overall, guys, after like my entire thoughts here on the anniversary here, I think this anniversary was great. This was definitely one of the better anniversaries, and if I had to argue this between like another anniversary, I'd say this is either the #1 anniversary we've ever had in terms of content, rewards, and you know, the banner and all that. Like, there were so many things in it. But, you know, on the flip side, we had, like, you know, second anniversary, which had, like, Fever Banner and, like, Purgatory Bond event, and that was a really good festival as well. But remember, like, I think the only anniversaries I think that are in contention for the best anniversaries was definitely this Annie. Third anniversary, you could maybe argue because of, like, Wish Raid Up event, like, that was really good. And then, like, Fever event in the second anniversary, too, is probably, like, up there as well. But overall, guys, I'd say this anniversary was definitely one of the better anniversaries. Let me know in the comment section below how you guys feel about the entire anniversary as a whole. I thought it was a really good celebration. We got a ton of rewards, a lot of free characters, and, you know, a lot of new people were able to come back to the game and have a pretty good experience, you know? Like, summoning on the Bond banner was, like, probably the best thing, like, anyone can do nowadays because of how good it was. Like, all the festival lineup, you know, having Perk Melly, Ultimate Escanor, both of them with Transcendent Bond and all these other characters on the banner too. Like, it was just a really, really good festival event, man. So let me know how you guys feel in the comment section below. That's gonna be it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a good rest of your day.